So, you're thinking about selling your HVAC business here in California. I mean, this is it. This is one of the biggest decisions you're ever going to make. If you get it right, it's the payoff for a lifetime of hard work. But if you get it wrong, well, it can turn into a total nightmare. Today, we're going to make sure you get it right. We'll walk through exactly how to find the perfect partner for this journey.
You know, this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Selling your business isn't like offloading some old equipment. This is a piece of your life. The stakes, they couldn't be any higher. And that's exactly why you can't afford to go into this alone. You really need an expert who gets what's on the line.
With so much riding on this, your very first move is also your most critical one: choosing the right business broker. And look, this isn't just some box you check. It's a huge strategic decision that's going to shape the entire outcome of your sale. It's really the difference between a smooth, profitable exit and a long, frustrating struggle.
To show you just how high the stakes are, I want to tell you a real-life story. It's kind of a horror story, actually. It's about a California HVAC owner who made the wrong choice and paid a heavy price for it. This is a cautionary tale that every single business owner needs to hear.
That's right. Three separate deals that fell apart. Can you even imagine that emotional roller coaster? You get your hopes up, you're excited, and then, bam, crushing disappointment. Not just once, but 3 times. This is the very real cost of picking the wrong broker.
So what on earth went wrong here? Well, the first deal died because the broker just couldn't justify the asking price. The second one completely collapsed because the broker didn't properly check out the buyer's finances. And the third? It was a lowball offer that, frankly, a good broker would have never even brought to the table. Every single one of these failures was preventable, and they all point directly to a lack of very specific expertise.
Okay, so how do you avoid that nightmare scenario? You arm yourself with the right knowledge. We're going to give you a broker vetting toolkit, and we're starting with 2 absolute non-negotiables that will instantly help you separate the real pros from the amateurs.
This slide lays it out perfectly. You've got your generalist, who sells anything from a laundromat to a donut shop. Then you have the HVAC specialist, who lives and breathes your world. They get the specific rules of the California State Licensing Board. They know how to value your service contracts. They know exactly what buyers in this industry are looking for. That's not just an edge, it's a total game changer.
The next non-negotiable is local market knowledge. Look, California is a huge, diverse state. Selling an HVAC company in Los Angeles is a completely different ballgame than selling one up in the Bay Area. A top-tier broker knows your local market like the back of their hand. They know your competition, they know the local demand, and, most importantly, they know who the serious local buyers are. And here's the proof. This isn't some made-up number. It's the actual sale price of a California HVAC business. How did they get there? Because the broker, Andrew Rogerson, had that specialized local knowledge we've been talking about. This is what real expertise looks like in dollars and cents. Okay, so you've found a few brokers who talk a good game. Now it's time to put on your detective hat and check their credentials. This is where you separate the true experts from the pretenders. These credentials, there's so much more than just a bunch of letters after someone's name. A certified business intermediary, or CBI, has proven their expertise through tough testing and real-world deals. Being a member of the IBBA and CABB means they're held to the absolute highest ethical standards. These aren't just nice-to-haves. They're your guarantee of quality and professionalism.
All right, let's get back to our horror story. We saw how 3 deals went up in smoke, but then a true expert stepped in. So how did they manage to rescue this sinking ship and turn it into a massive success?
This wasn't magic. It was a rescue mission carried out with precision. First, they stabilized everything with a rock-solid, irrefutable valuation. Then they went on the attack, targeting a hand-picked list of qualified buyers. They negotiated from a position of strength to get the absolute best deal. And finally, they managed that closing process with an iron fist to make sure there were 0 last-minute surprises. That is the difference an expert makes.
But listen, the best brokers bring more than just technical skills to the table. They bring a network. In the world of business sales, relationships are everything. And a great broker's network can be the secret weapon that gets your deal over the finish line.
A great broker is like the quarterback of a championship team. They've got a list of pre-qualified buyers ready to go. They have SBA lenders on speed dial to get financing done fast. They work with the best M&A attorneys and accountants. This isn't just a list of contacts. It's a well-oiled, deal-making machine that solves problems before they even have a chance to derail your sale. Now for the big topic, money. The good news is most brokers work on commission, so they only get paid when you get paid, which is how it should be. But you've got to be smart. If a broker asks for an upfront fee, you need to demand to know exactly what you're getting for that money. And never, ever sign a single thing until you have it in writing that there are no hidden fees. When it comes to your money, you're the boss.
So, as we've seen, this whole process isn't really about hiring a salesperson. It's about choosing a trusted advisor, a strategic partner who's going to be right there by your side during one of the most important times of your life. This is a partnership that's going to shape your future.
And really, that's what it all boils down to. The right partner sees more than just numbers on a spreadsheet. They see the early mornings, the late nights, all the risks you took, and the sacrifices you made. They see your legacy, and they will fight to protect it and get you the reward you've earned.
So, as you start this journey, just ask yourself this one simple question. Who are you going to trust with your life's work? The answer to that question is going to determine your future. Choose wisely,